Hello everybody, and welcome back to this 6th episode of Shogun 2 Total War. I haven't been doing videos lately because I had the exams, been watching the World Cup, that sort of stuff. But I'm starting to restart filming more videos. Right, where are we now? We're doing a siege. And this is going to be a bit awkward. We've got the strength of opposing forces show that they've got an advantage against us, but we have more men. But most of them are matchlock infantry, while most of theirs are melee. I'm going to order a retreat and bring some reinforcements up and redo this, hopefully. Or send them straight back in, bring reinforcements up while we're doing it, so we're keeping them constantly under siege. I'm going to order a retreat here as well. We're not really going to be able to deal with them. I did say I was going to do the battle, but in the last episode, but hopefully, well, I'm going to do it in the next, well, not in the next video, but hopefully we'll get a battle done. But I don't want to do a battle and lose it just for the sake of saying I've done a battle. I want to be ready, prepared. We've been blockaded. That isn't so good. Gonna wait for these turns to finish quickly. Right, there's turns done.
With speed, maneuverability, and strength.
Right, made a medium boon, and our ports have been blockaded, and we've finished tea ceremony. So finally, oh, what's this? While moving. Oh, that's quite good. Minus 25% to the cost of recruiting land units across all provinces. What did we finish? Tea ceremony, that was it. Right, that's diplomacy, but it was good because we can finally see how it's affected us. Right, will we be able to finally make peace? Maybe.
Speak your insolence.
No, they don't want to make peace.
I have better things to do.
Request peace, request trade agreement, give them military access.
And try to make sense.
Indefinite. Come on. No, I'm not going to offer a hostage. How much will you accept payment? Nope, they're not going to do it. Oh, damn it. I was hoping we'd be able to make peace with them or something. See if we can make peace with some of these lot. Right, 70... Or do trade deals, sorry. 79, 99, 84... 78. We want to do the best trade deal we can, obviously. I think 99 was the biggest one so far. 79 again. 96. Where's the 99 one? There it is. Let's see if we can make a trade deal with Ikko Ikki.
Sometimes travelers meet.
No, it's an unacceptable deal. I was hoping the tea ceremony would affect us in a positive way. Give us better trade, you know, be able to negotiate some trade deals, but it seems they're still quite,
I will listen attentively.
yeah, they're still quite suspicious of us for some reason.
Wow. I will listen to your words.
No, they don't want to make any deals, it seems. We'll try the Honmo, and I think there was one other one.
Please.
Oh, they will
speak
make a deal with
honestly.
us. Can we make any other trade deals while we're here? We can. There's two, the Mori and the Shimazu. I'll probably mispronounce that, sorry.
Let us hope
Unacceptable.
today ends well.
Right, so the last trade deal to make is the Shimazu. Come on.
An unexpected
Oh,
meeting
unacceptable
may
deal.
behind-
Damn it. Right, where's our medium boon? I see attrition. No, we don't want that. Right. Need to bring them back to our port. So how are we going to do this? Need to bring them back up here, and then once we've defeated the enemy, taken their last fort, I'm hoping we'll be able to we'll be able to retake those trade routes. Alright, we should be able to not As you all know, I'm not particularly fond of naval battles, so I'll probably also resolve this. We should be able to win. Yeah, decisive victory. We lost one ship, I'm not too bothered about that. From blockaded our port. Said there was 2 ports blockaded, Beppu and... Oh, that's just done it twice for some reason. Seems odd. Right, so now we've got some experience with it. We'll quickly send him round to blockade their port. Clan destroyed, the Takaoka. Not sure where they are. See what troops we have here. Right, we can send one of our archers out, I believe. Oh, we're losing troops, that's not good. Send our missionary out to try and incite revolt. Nope, it's not worked. Put our men back on the siege. May have to send one ahead. No, he didn't make it either. Oh, that's not good. At the Iwichi? Ah, that's not good. They seem to be getting ready for a crossing, possibly. Where does our ship go? Oh, managed to develop our missionary skills, even though he failed in his mission. Right. Retain a Christian converter. +1 zeal when converting characters. Probably Christian converter and skill tree. +1 zeal when converting characters. +1 zeal when converting provinces. -10% is agent's action cost. I'll go for that and the +1 zeal when converting provinces. We can convert this to Christianity, then that will make things quite bad, well, difficult for the enemy. Half blocked. Oh, is that one they can attack? Right, we're besieging, and we've got a very good chance all of a sudden. I think I may take this chance. See, waiting for one turn has basically resulted in half the enemy army buggering off somewhere, and well, we'll hopefully get a quick victory out of this. I'll quickly start the battle, and I'll get back once the loading screen. Welcome back, everyone. Right, what we've got here, weather conditions. We'll wait. No adverse effects. Ah, that's good. Start deployment. Now, most of our troops are going to be reinforcements, so we're just going to start as far back as we can. I'm not expecting the enemy to come out and attack us, but just in case. Oh, that's not good. So we've just got to wait for the enemy. Well, not for the enemy, for our own troops to arrive now. Now, what troops they got? They've got the Samurai Retainers, they've got 90 of them. Yariashigaru Garrison, 375, and there's one other lot that I cannot seem to find where they are. They may be hidden, or maybe I'm just misremembering. Maybe they were never here in the first place. Oh no, they're both together. Samurai Retainers and Boreshigaru. Now they don't know what to do because, well, we've got a massive army coming. We've got our troops over here. We've got a massive army coming in from over there. So let's quickly see if that's all our army. Quickly moving them up to some sort of position. Oh god, that's a bit... Well, we'll do it like that. That's not going to be how we attack, but just so we're in some sort of position. Keep them coming up here. Way out of range of the enemy, but near enough to sort of be able to react quickly if we need to. Now, how are we going to do this? We've got 3 lots of Yariashigaru. Really, we want to get all of the enemy off to one side. Right. I don't know, say we get all the Yariashigaru here, so my Yariashigaru can deal with them, and then maybe like all my ranged units over here to sort of shoot into the melee. Just depends how we're going to do this, really. We should have a good chance of doing this, but if we can defeat the enemy in this battle, it doesn't matter how many men we lose, because they'll be defeated. Their whole faction will be destroyed. Everything they have will be destroyed. So obviously, victory at all costs at the moment is the name of the game. Hoping I'll be able to use my bow units to sort of shoot into the enemy fortress. I'm not sure how effective it will be, but We'll have a go at it. We deal with them at a distance. Obviously they've got their Boashigaru. So we're just going to keep the game on fast speed for the moment while we set everything up. Is that my general? Yep, there's my general. Hoping that we'll be able to... We're going to aim for the Samurai Retainers probably first. We could go for the Boashigaru, but because of we want the angle of the arrows to sort of fly over the wall and land down, it would be harder to hit through these little windows, firing port areas. It might be easy for the matchlock infantry, but and they have got a slight range advantage, I suppose, but we'll have to see how that works out. Going to make sure our own troops are just about in range, just in case an enemy pops their head over. Because like I said, we've got a range advantage over the bows, so don't need to worry too much about them. As long as we can fire at them, we'll be pretty okay. Almost sort of got some sort of firing. I think we've got some sort of range on them, I think. Yeah, if they pop their heads up over here, they're done for, basically. Oh wait, what's this? What if the enemy come out to attack us? What the hell did they think they were going to achieve there? Oh, where's our Boashigaru? Attack. You can be attacking the ones up here. Well, I was going to attack the Samurai Retainers, but I'll have them doing some sort of suppressive fire on them. Okay, my troops are wavering, but which isn't good. But considering they were they're just bow troops, and the enemy are actual melee troops, they've done quite well. Pull them back a little bit so we can quickly. Oh no, I thought there was 2 units there. There's not. Quickly pull them behind here to quickly pour some fire in there. We're just going to surround the enemy. We're just going to surround the enemy with troops. They're not going to survive. I mean, there's no way they can survive this. I'm not sure if they were just doing some traditional Japanese suicide attack, or well, I suppose that wasn't really a Japanese tradition in them times. I don't think. Right, but oh, they're just been wiped out. I'm not sure. It's even more pointless because they've still kept most of their troops in the actual fort. If they'd kept them there, they could have done a lot more damage. Seems like they've just. If this archer unit was on its own, it would have made sense. But to just attack the whole enemy army with one militia troop, it's just, or one unit of militia troops. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, we've just wiped them out. I mean, I might have had trouble with them there, but now I'm basically going to be able to wipe them out easy. Now I just need to get everyone attacking there. Right, I'm going to start getting these to climb up here, I think. Or at least move a bit forward. See how these retainers react. Where are they gonna go? They could come over here and they'd have a good chance, possibly. Well, they wouldn't have a good chance, but they'd see lots of enemies. Or they could go to over here and probably have a good chance against my matchlock infantry, but leave this place completely undefended. Although at this point it doesn't matter what they do, they're going to lose. There's no way we can lose this, really. Unless like, they have a huge army just come out of nowhere, which I seriously doubt. Right, get them running there. While there's no way we can really lose this, I don't want to take casualties unnecessarily. I'm going to get them climbing up here, actually. Mainly so they're out of the way of the arrows. Don't want to lose a ton of troops from friendly fire. I mean, I admit the enemy have actually done better than I expected. I mean, I didn't expect them to just be wiped out. I suppose they did cause quite a few casualties to my bow units, I suppose, but I still think it was a bit of a silly thing to do. Did lose quite a few Yari Ashigaru as well, I suppose. Right, they've moved all the way back there. I'm going to move right up to the wall and then just wait there, ready to climb over the enemy attack. If the enemy come over here, then we move them over and shoot them in the back. If they don't, we'll just keep them there so they... Oh, if the enemy move here, we'll just keep our troops there so they're stuck in place, really. Start getting our own archers to move in. But we don't want to start hitting our own troops in the crossfire now. Get matchlock infantry to start climbing. Right, the enemy are starting to move in. So we're going to get... Oh, our troops are actually climbing. I thought I just told them to... No, this isn't good. I tell them to get back. No, I can't, it seems. Ah, that's going to be a bit awkward. See if I can rush my Yari Ashigaru over here. I think we've dealt with the archers more or less. There's only a few left. We'll just kill a few as we run past them.
Our general is in great
That's
danger,
also where my
my
general is, unfortunately. That was a bit of a mistake, it seems. One lot, second lot. Come on. Oh, they're still climbing. Oh, we lost our general, but we've basically won this anyway. We're keeping them in place, I suppose, while our troops come in to deal with them. Where are they? Come on. Ranked fire on? Yes, it is.
Our men are running from the battlefield.
They're starting to retreat. Well, it's actually quite good they're retreating. Don't want them getting involved in any more battles. The enemy has started charging over here. Our own men seem to be not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I'll move them back. Bow Ashigaru have finally turned up. Well, no, the Bow Ashigaru have done really good. It's just my Yari Ashigaru seem to be sort of... Well, I don't know what they're doing. Dealing with the rest of the archers, I guess, but they didn't... They're already wavering. I had to just run past them. Leave them for the rest of the troops. Right, they're going for my matchlock, which means I can stab them in the back. I don't mind that. Stop them firing. Come on, let's deal with them. There's only 68 of them left. We've got hundreds of troops. I really need to get rid of my own Yari Ashigaru because they're just getting slaughtered. Even though we have a massive numerical advantage. And arrows and matchlock infantry. Need to start investing in a proper, well-trained army rather than this sort of ad hoc militia type units I've got at the moment. I mean, they're cheap and there's plenty of them, but they just get slaughtered in these sort of battles. Right, there's only 28 of the enemy left. They're fighting to the death. So, yeah, we're not going to cause them to run away, but hopefully, well, unless there's like one or two left, they may try making a run for it, but I don't think it's going to help them. I'll tell them bow units to fire in, maybe they'll just cause a few casualties. Well, the battle's starting to head towards my bow units. Some of my Yari Ashigaru are turning up to join the fight. Some of the enemy are fleeing. Oh no, they're my own units. My mistake. Only two of them left. Where are they? There they are, right in the middle. They're doing quite well. Well, due to the engine, I think they sort of do like individual fights, which is a bit of a, well, bit of an annoyance. I think in the old Total Wars it used to be just everyone attacked, whereas, which, you know, would have been quite good in this situation, but with this engine they have to fight one at a time, so it doesn't really matter how many men I have, I suppose. I mean, it does in the long run, but we've won the battle. Welcome back. Right, we lost 735 troops. Or was it one? We lost 1,000 troops. That was actually quite bad. That was actually quite an awful result. I think I rushed the enemy troops in too quickly, and where did we lose most of them? Oh, we got most kills to the Yari Ashigaru as I expected. We lost quite a lot of the. It was mainly the Yari Ashigaru and those matchlock I sent over the wall too early. Well, surprisingly, the bow units lost quite a lot of units as well. Didn't really gain any experience, which seems a bit odd. But I think we've won. We've beaten the Shoni, I believe. Peacefully occupy. Let's see what this says. Province captured. Clan destroyed. Right. We can just take away the enemies. We can just take the enemies' trade posts for ourselves now. Hopefully before any other clans get involved. Right, there's Indonesian Sultanates. We'll go straight there, I suppose. Province captured, Hyzen. Yep, there we are. Gonna have to accept profit from tax at the moment. How much would we get from... We'd get 1,300, so I'll keep it going for like one turn or something. Upgrade it. No, we're not going to upgrade that to a military port for the moment. Check our mastery of arts. We've started on calligraphy. Plus 20 to diplomatic relations, increase in trade income. I'm not sure whether to keep going with the diplomatic relations because we're not. It doesn't seem to be really doing that good. I should really start going for the Bushido techs, I suppose, or at least the first few. Siege engineer workshops and all that. Plus 1 defense for all units because we need those samurai, katana samurai, and the other upgraded ones. Could start getting upgraded matchlock infantry as well, but we seem to be doing quite well there. Right, current bonus to rate of mastery, 11% for Bushido, and it's 15% for Way of Chi. So we've got bigger bonuses on Way of Chi, but because we're further down, it's going to take longer to do. Right, so can we build anything here? Bungo? No, we can't. Hyzen, we don't want to build there at the moment. Not going to build a fort here because that would consume more food, I believe. Right. So do we go for a but here we can get a library or a magistrate. Magistrate will be plus 1 to happiness, 5% bonus to tax, improved rate of my apologies. Improve the rate at which all arts are mastered by 10%. And plus 2 rank for the Metsuk recruited in this province. Or plus 1 rank to Metsuk. And 20% bonus to arts mastered. The way how fast they're mastered. What's the tax? Here, 1,302. 12, sorry. Let's quickly calculate how much that would add to our tax if we did it by 5%. About 65 gold, so not that great. It doesn't seem that particularly good. Oh no, wait. Sorry, I've done it wrong a little bit. Worked out the wrong bit. 2775. It's at 47, so it needs to be 0.52 equals. Boosted by about 100 or so. 120, 130. So it could be worth it. I'm not particularly sure. We'll see what else we can build in the other towns. Busan. Can go for Fletchers, which will increase the accuracy of our unit. Plus wealth. Well, they both increase. Right, paper mills will increase trade and accuracy, a little bit of accuracy, while Fletchers will increase accuracy a lot, but not so much from trade. So what can we recruit here? Right, I think I'll go for the paper mills because we don't really need to recruit archers. If we need range troops, I generally recruit matchlock troops from over here. Definitely need to get some of those Portuguese tersos. I'll quickly order some of them. Takes 2 turns to order them, but they are quite good. I believe they're I believe they're meant to be quite good. Got this huge army over here getting ready to attack. I'm not sure if they're going to attack in the next turn or so. Not sure if we're going to be able to make peace with them either. Let's quickly see if we can move some of our troops into this town. Oh no, wrong button. Yeah, Shoney rebels. Ah, that's where their army went. They started heading this way for some reason. Not sure what they were going to do, but... well, I'm not going to particularly complain about it. So, quickly go to the next turn. I believe I've sorted everything we need that needs sorting. Oh, our clan fame's getting quite a bit bigger. Got 4 out of 8 provinces we need, 4 out of 60 for the total victory provinces. We'll go to the next turn quick and I'll pause it while the turns go through. Welcome back everyone. Oh, we've lost a trade agreement, that's not good. Oh, we lost quite a few trade agreements. Well, that's definitely not good. So what happened in that turn? We need to move this ship. We had the enemy, not particularly, not much happened in that turn. The Shoney rebels decided to start attacking. Ah, they've already taken that, that's not good. Start heading back here. Yeah, the Shoney rebels started to attack and raid their port and, what was this building? Pirate lair, so I'm going to deal with them once I've rebuilt some of my troops. Can't move him for some reason. Where's my priest? If I actually select, I've selected the general, where's the... can't seem to select my priest for some reason. Right, well, that's kind of awkward. Where's... right, provinces, agents. Can't move him for some reason. Ah, now I've managed to do it. It seems they were so stuck in each other, so neither one could move. So let's quickly see what's happened in this turn. Clan was destroyed. Encountered another 2 clans, US Ski and Date. Built another ship, trade ship in the Western Seto Inland Sea. Gonna get him moving to somewhere there before the enemy start taking advantage of our absence and the Shoney's absence. Right, we've got 1 trade spot. Acquired Indonesian incense. Oh, we've also encountered the Hojo apparently. Path blocked. That was our ship there. Oh, we encountered the Sataki and the Indonesian incense. Right, so let's quickly try and reacquire our trade routes if we can. I'm not sure why they all suddenly hate me again. Territorial expansion possibly. Not sure why. Unacceptable. Right, I'm going to pause the video while I do this because it might take a long time, so I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back. Managed to get 1 trade agreement with the Shosakabe. Everyone else flat out refused, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. It doesn't seem to have affected our income, fortunately. But the religious differences seems to be, well, it seems to be being, it's still quite a bit of a problem, it seems. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and hopefully convert these people to Christianity. I don't think there's any particular way of doing it. I think you just sort of leave your missionary in the enemy's provinces until they have a rebellion and, well, go Christian, hopefully, if the rebels win. So I'm going to leave them in Sagara for the moment. My well, I don't want to. Oh no, I don't want to move my priest to Sagara because I'll probably conquer them anyway. I want to really get him convert the rest of mainland Japan because it seems to be like because we've got this southern island really. We need to get to the mainland really. So gonna have to do that when we get a chance. Possibly naval transport. We have got a ship up here. We're going to move him to block the straits quick. Don't want the Yoichi getting across. Right. What else can we do? Ah, we needed to build the not the Fletchers, the School of the Magistrate. I think I might go for the... it's a bit of a tough decision. I might go for the... it's really difficult for me to decide at the moment. Got plenty. Oh no, I think I'll go for the magistrate actually. Could you do with the extra Oh, I'm not sure really now. I think I do need the extra tax income, and I want to get rid of this happiness. I mean, get the happiness back, but then a lot of it's due to long-land religion. So actually, I'll go for the library, because that'll go away soon. We need the boost in tech, really, which is, where are we on tech? No, that's diplomacy again. We've only got one turn till the Bushido tech is finished. So once we got that, we'll start being able to build up some troops. Got to deal with this army over here at some point, but hopefully waiting for the happiness to go up a little bit, maybe the Christianity to go up a little bit, or get some more troops back, because they have a lot of melee troops at the moment. Ours are mainly ranged troops, so there could be a bit of an uneven fight. Let's just check if we've got any ships. Got that one, not doing anything. That one not doing anything. They're all taking their turns. Check what province is making the most money. Tashuki, followed by Hizen, Bungo and Busan. Compare that to the rest of Japan. We're making quite a bit more than some of the lower ranked ones. Oh, we're actually making more money than some of the... I think we've got the cities... Our cities are making more money than the rest of Japan. Not combined, obviously, but we're doing quite well there. Check out our armies. Yep, they're just all mainly garrison troops at the moment. We'll need to move this army at one point. Just sort of keeping them there at the moment. Objectives, have we got any missions to do? No, we haven't got any missions. We'll go to the next turn. No, I'll quickly skip that and see you in a minute. Welcome back, everyone. We've been declared war on by Sagara. They're allied with the Shimazu. We're allied with the Ito. Oh, the Ito have refused to join us. Well, that's not particularly good. And we've got more blockades. That's just the last thing we needed. Right. How are we going to do this? I need to find out where the Shimazu are. I can't quite remember where they were. Were they on the island with us? Our little island? I can't remember. We're starting to spread Christianity to their provinces. There's the raiders still. I will have to deal with them at some point. Our port's been blockaded. It hasn't particularly affected things too much money-wise. Right, mastery of the arts. Right, we've unlocked Bushido. What's it going for now? Strategy of defence. +1 defence for all units, or +2 charge for all units. I think I might go for the siege workshop, because we're going to be on the attack, probably. We're going to be defending for a bit, but not long enough to that it's going to be affected by the new tech. Can't move our ship at the moment. That's not good. What ship have they got? We don't even know what their ship is. Need to build another boom, really. Or we could get a Nanban trade ship, but that's quite costly. So cancel that trade ship. Got a boon being built now. Right, so where's the Shimazu? There's the Sagara. Oh, Shimazu are down here. So, and there's the Ito. Let's see how Christianity is getting on in those provinces. 24%. So, quarter of the population there is now Christian. I was going to send my priest to deal with them. It would demoralise army, or maybe not the best use. Instead, I will now send him to incite revolts here. It's 375, and we potentially create a new army for the enemy to deal with. If it succeeds, obviously. 25% Christianity in Hygo as well, so if we can cause their armies to leave and attack us, oh, they are very big armies, I must say, then they wouldn't be around to deal with the enemy rebels. Right, select all of these, move them out. That will leave it on 2. Now I will recruit some. Well, I have to be Yari Yashigaru. And I said I was going to try and stop using them, but I haven't got particularly much choice. Now they'll come down here and guard the pass. And what's our... Alright, that's on 0. That's not good. That's on 7. Yeah, we'll bring them along to Hyzen if we can. Recruit some more troops here. Yari Yashigaru. Yeah, that'll have to do for now. We can recruit some Katana Samurai here. I will do that very quickly. It's only doing one lot at a time, so it's going to be quite slow going. Replenishing our men, but it's still going to take a while. This one's going to take 11 turns to replenish, which is quite a long time. So, quickly see if I can... I don't think we'll be able to make any trade agreements. I'll try with one of them quick. No, they don't want to. I assume it's going to be the same for all of them. See if we've got any trade ships that haven't moved yet. Right, we've got this one. There's already a trade going on there, so... Oh yeah, that's the one at the north. I'm getting confused. Right, where's our other ones? He's on a spot. He's guarding the straits. He needs to move here. He can't move. Right, so now we've got access to... Oh, more Indonesian incense. Oh, I'll keep that there for the moment. Hoping we'll be able to move our other one soon. I'll quickly go to the next turn. Probably be the last turn. Don't want to do this video for too long. So I'll quickly pause in and I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back. The Chusakabe have broke our trade agreement again. Which is kind of annoying. So I'd hide... Oh, it's up here, our ship up north. High seas attrition. Send him back south. Well, thought he was nearer than that. See how far he makes it this time. Oh, he's on coastal waters now, so nothing to worry about. And we finished the trading port at Busan. Which is a bit pointless now that nobody wants to actually trade with us. But we'll keep it anyway. Quartermaster report. Recruited a lot of Yari Yashigaru. Send them up to join our other army. Well, the enemy's army... No, they're moving up to attack us. That's not good at all. But... now this could work to our advantage. The enemy only have... I believe... Let's just check on diplomacy. No, that's clan management. Diplomacy. Right, Shimazu, Sagara. Sagara only have one province. And their entire army is up here. All I have to do is get to there and... and we're going to get to there in one turn. Right. How many troops have we got here? We're going to have to somehow hold them off. Which I don't feel particularly confident in doing. I could abandon the sea. May have to do that. Abandon the city. Destroy the enemy. And... Well, yeah, destroy the enemy city down south and just hope for the best, really. Doesn't really seem to have much of a garrison. I think 2 or 3 lots of troops. Probably basically what we had to deal with when dealing with the Shoni before we destroyed them. So, if we do that really quickly... I mean, there'll be a rebel army, of course, but I don't think they'll be replenishing their troops, so I'm not too worried about them. Still got this blockade going on here, but I don't want to start an attack with the trade ship. So I'm going to leave that for the moment. We've started a rebel movement over in Hygo. We'll have to just be wary of dealing with it ourselves. We don't want to get into a war with the rebels. We're bringing up their Christianity. Soon we'll be spreading it down to the Shimazu and the Aito. I mean, they're nearly 30% Christian now, so it's starting to affect them quite badly. I mean, once they start getting rebellions and stuff, hopefully we'll get a Christian rebellion on them, and then we'll be able to... Well, they've hopefully turned Christian, we'll be able to deal with them. So I'll probably end the video about here. Thanks for watching. Sorry if the battles were a bit dull. Can't really help that. And well, yeah, obviously leave likes, feedbacks, subscribe if you like the videos, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.